This video is all about how to deal with hate mail and how to turn your haters into friends. So if you've got a YouTube channel and you really want to get started on it, but you're feeling really insecure because you don't want to hear any of those negative comments, this is really going to help you. This is a positive way to deal with hate comments on social media. You can even use it with your relationship or with coworkers, any kind of friction in your life. So recently I've been getting a few angry comments on my YouTube channel, which at first left me feeling really upset and angry because I'm trying to inspire people to have positivity in their life, to empower them, to take control of their life. The last thing I want to do is make other people angry. And not only that, but be holding on to that friction inside my own heart and feeling angry myself. And I'm a sensitive person. I can't just walk away from those comments and not say anything back. That's also a very good tactic to use, but for me, I need resolution. So here's the steps that have really helped me to take control of the situation, to be able to walk away feeling good about it. And not only that, I've turned several of the angry people into my friends and ultimately my fans. So the first step is compassion. I try to put myself in their shoes. I want to see where are they coming from, because you have to understand that a lot of people's anger actually stems just from fear, misunderstanding, suffering, or even sometimes some kind of trauma. And the second I start thinking about that and realizing this, it instantly takes away my anger and frustration. The next thing I want to do is validate their emotions. This is with any relationship in your life. This is with your children, this is with your partner, or maybe the coworker you're fighting with at work all the time. Everyone just wants to be right, and everybody wants to be validated for why they're feeling the way they're feeling. So the first thing I respond to any angry comment is, I understand where you're coming from, or I used to feel that way too. But don't say that unless you really mean it. You should always be authentic, because it comes through and people know when you're not being authentic and genuine. Or sometimes I even say, you know what, you're right, because everybody wants to be right. And really, honestly, if you start thinking about it, being wrong or being right is just a perception. And we all have different knowledge, different experiences, and different things that lead us to believe that we are right. I'm right based on what I know and my experiences, and you're right based on what you know and your experiences. The next step is to give a compliment, a genuine compliment. Don't just make some BS up. It can be as broad and simple as, thank you for taking time out of your day to leave me a comment. Even though it's not positive, I really appreciate someone that doesn't just accept any information that's given to them and takes time to question it. And what this does is it instantly puts their guard down, it puts your guard down, gives you a common ground of positivity, and honestly, it just makes you feel good. The absolute last thing you want to ever do is to respond with another negative comment, because all this does is create more friction and more negativity. It only ends up hurting you. And if they respond back with another negative comment, just keep giving them something kind. And I've done this with my family members, I've done this with my children. If you keep giving positive energy, eventually it will be reflected back to you. Time and time again, I have turned my haters, I have transformed them into my friends. I even learned something from them because I'm open to that. I'm like, you're seeing something from a different perspective. What can I learn from you? How can I take a negative situation and flip it into a positive where I get to continue evolving and growing and learning? And last but not least, don't take yourself too serious. I get caught up on this sometimes. If I take myself too serious, then I can't let it go and I just continue feeling frustrated and angry. Try to laugh it off and try to really make a meaningful connection with this person. I'm telling you firsthand from my experience, it will make you feel so good. You'll walk away feeling really empowered and feeling all this positive energy and appreciation in your heart. It's a win-win. So here's a couple of comments I want to read to you on how I use this method and how it worked out. So somebody was commenting to me, I had posted a video about putting your hand on your heart and saying a few things that really helps to calm down your anxiety. It was a stress relief technique. And the person responded, this is so much non-science here. This isn't real life. Try telling this to the kids in Ukraine. First, I responded to him saying, thank you for taking time to leave me a comment. I really appreciate you not just accepting information for what it is and actually taking time to think about it. And I said, you know what, you're right. This might not work for everyone because everyone has different situations, but it helped me and maybe it will help somebody else out there. He wrote back, this is gibberish. We went back and forth a few more times. I kept telling him positive things. After only a day of us going back and forth and me continuing and being persistent with positivity, this is what he wrote. I don't even have the balls to post stuff I know makes sense. So you know what? More power to you. And instantly he stopped putting negative stuff on my posts and we became friends and I learned something from him. So that's just one example of how it worked in my favor and in his favor, because now we've created a connection and a friendship and we both learned something from each other. I'm Sarah Stone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment, let me know, share it, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.